did not. But I pressed the button. I pressed the button. Why is it not doing the thing? Oh, okay, we're good now. YouTube was being weird again. It was like waiting for her, and like I pushed the button. I thought we were going. Okay, well, we're going. That's all that matters. We're here, yay! Like I promised last week. Well, not last week, the week before. You get it. The last week I streamed. The week before the vacation. I promised Kirby. So, here's Kirby. I forgot to turn the TV down. Okay, so... I'm not sure how to feel about the colorization here. I think I had it set so that way by default it's like it's running on a Game Boy Color. Kirby looks fine. the problem is the logo. It has like weird yellow accents to it. Also, it's not zoomed in properly. I think it's... Hang on, I gotta fix this. Hang on. Settings. Do I want the putrid green? Do I want the grayscale to match the thumbnail? Or do I want the color? Also, that is zoomed. That is zoomed in as much as it will go. Wow. That is the unzoomed version. Okay. Why is this an option? What's different here? Oh shit! I can play all of the games, but it has other language options and a bunch of extra U's. Okay. I can fill the library even more with that. I'm gonna stick with North American. Do I want to make it have no backlight? No. I think I'm going to keep it on Game Boy Pocket for this one. Because, yeah, the more, like, monochrome look to it, I think it's a little bit better. It just feels more correct for Kirby's Dream Land, you know? I get it, it's one of the later Game Boy games, so it has like the colorized stuff in it. If you're playing on the Game Boy Color or a Super Game Boy and all that, it's just like, I think it's weird. I think I prefer it like this. Not to mention the yellow accenting is gone on the logo and it actually seems to look better in my eyes. Anyway, game. So, I have not played Dreamland in a bit. As in, like, I don't remember how long. I don't think I've ever beaten the extra mode, so to deal with this game, I'm gonna find out memorize a copy ability first. Where's a Waddle Doo when you need one? The Cappy. In the door! I don't need help right now. Whoa, that is very weird. I inhaled the Cappy full... What? Why did... Excuse me? I thought I'm always supposed to inhale the cap off first, not the whole thing. That is weird. It's inconsistent. I guess they move a little differently, but they're supposed to be the same enemy, right? What the heck? That's weird. Alright. So Poppy Brothers Sr. here. In Kirby's Adventure, I believe, gave Crash. And most of the other times, gives Bomb. But I can't even suck in his body. There are no copy abilities in this game, and I can't properly demonstrate it, but, like, this was the first. This was the blueprint, and then they gave him copy abilities after, and the rest was history. It's gonna feel so wrong, just beating the game with only inhale. It's gonna be a bit of getting used to, because I'm so used to playing a lot of newer Kirby lately. In fact, a lot of the time when I was on vacation, I played Star Allies again. So, I'm so used to having copy abilities. I'm also used to being able to fly by mashing the jump button. You can't do that in this. This and the original Kirby's Adventure, I believe you have to press up in order to fly. Can I get the bird out of the way first? Bird. Thank you. Get the bird out of the way. So yeah. Can I slide at least? Nope. That was an adventure thing, okay. Kirby's moveset is very basic here. Very basic. I have to rely so much on my inhale. I'm not used to that. Can I even run? Was running not a thing in the original? Oh my god, it wasn't. I just have a walk. I just have a nice, gentle walk. Okay, then. I mean, granted, it's a Game Boy game, so the levels aren't going to be super expansive or anything, but, man, that's going to be... Dude. It's Wispy Woods. It should not be difficult for me. Come on. In most Kirby games, I'd be done by now. No. Apple. There. There we go. That's level 1! There's like 5 levels, I think. And this might go by pretty quick. The real thing is Extra Mode, which I believe is the same game, but with more enemies and half health? I was hoping to inhale that and be like, ooh, clean Kirby! Nope. I'm tempted to rewind that, just because now the mic is sad. I forgot you had to actually spit it out in order for it to work. I cannot go back in that door. Okay. The door is a lie. Got it. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ah, the mask thing! Wait. I can. Deal with the... Okay. It feels so weird to get a question box that, is not an item thing. I've played too much Mario. It's been forever since I've played this. I'm more familiar with the Superstar version, Spring Breeze, where they cut out a solid chunk of stuff from this. Like, I don't think most of Castle Lolo's even in it. They chop off a boss rush thing at the, final stage with Castle Deity. It's just a deity fight. So... a lot of familiarity is just kind of gone. Especially because I have not played this in forever. Alright. Come on. Lolo, you're making this too easy. There you go. Switching up the rows now, finally. It's a little bit too late. Okay. The temptation to slide through those blocks knowing that I can't. Get in the door! Get in the door, Kirby. Oh, no cleaning, Kirby? What is this? Not fair. I find the bats in this game really weird, because I don't know if they ever show up again proper. It just feels kind of weird, you know? They seem oddly out of place for Kirby. Ah! Don't. They seem just kind of awkward by comparison. It's like, most of the enemies in this game kind of have like a set style to them. But they're either more cutesy or they kind of lean into the more scary elements, but not too far. The bat, I think, goes a little bit further than most enemies do in Kirby, and it feels so wrong. Ah. Yeah. Oh! I tried to spit it out, but the game said no. Input delay. Ah. Come on. Really? It's not hard. This is not hard. It's the main game. The hard part's extra mode. Half health. There. There's the little gun. And then, oh come on! I didn't get that. Come on. Come on. La la la. There we go. Grab it. Kirby, grab it. My god. Yeah, so yeah, like, Kirby's Dream Land is not a very long game. It's quite short. It's a Game Boy game, so I'm not expecting too much out of it. It's like, Super Mario Land is like 4 worlds long, and each world's only 3 levels. Ah, oh, that was gonna arc down. I have been spoiled by modern Kirby. It shows. I cannot go through that. Okay. What? That is weird to see a shot, so do that. That is really weird to see a shot, so bob up and down in the water. That's not how physics work. Why are they doing that? There. Let's use the mic correctly. Yeah. Okay. Door. Like, this game has a lot of first game syndrome, it feels. So a lot of this doesn't really ever come back in the traditional way. The enemies don't act in such strange, changed ways, or copy abilities deal with them, or like weird like clam thing I keep saying that does beams like Waddle do. That never shows up again to my knowledge. So like, I don't know. And the water has stars in it. Like, that never happens again, I don't think. Unless they're actively trying to reference this game. So like, there's little things about this game that just don't carry over to newer Kirby, and it's an oddly surreal experience, you know? It just seems kind of off. I'm going up first. Ooh. Up feels like a one-way. Maybe I should go... No, I need the health. If I do miss something down there, who cares? It's not like it's collectibles in this game anyway. Just give me that. Is this on a door? You made me think that was like a giant door game. Why did they bother? Why not just keep it in the background? Why'd you stop? Game. The super spicy curry. I finally outspiced Kirby! I love the fact that they brought the curry back as a special for Kawasaki in Air Riders. That is so funny to me. Of course, getting in the water puts it out. That's fine, we don't need it. We don't need it. The one-up's more important anyway. See, like, a lot of this stuff was cut out of the Superstar version. It's very abridged in Superstar. It is very weird. It's very different. So I'm a lot more used to the way Superstar handles a lot of this, and... Ooh. Okay. I think this is the Kabula fight here. But, that item there is weird to me, because the whole thing is that it's supposed to be, I think, a sweet potato. Because there's a thing in Japan where it's like, sweet potatoes give you hiccups. And that's what Kirby's supposed to be doing here. They brought that in the anime for a reason. For some reason, when they localized this game, they made it a mint leaf, but didn't change the sprite at all. But I will give them props. When they do bring in that item every now and again, they have different sprites and models for it between versions. The Japanese version keeps the potato, and internationally it keeps mint leaf. So these are consistent with it. And I find that kind of funny. Personally, I think for... Oh my god, that's so explode like that! I gotta just go around you. I kind of wish that... I did not realize I was that close to death. Well... Maybe Kirby isn't as easy as I thought. But, we're at that point now. Whoa! No. We're at the point now where games are releasing simultaneously across the globe, and a lot of the visual stuff isn't really changed anymore. So, like, if they bring back like the mint leaf again, will they still have the regional difference and it's just decided by, like, system language, or what? That's the thing. Because, like, I got Tears of the Kingdom as a Christmas present. And, you know, we bought it online from Walmart, and yet it wasn't technically a North American release. It was a release, I think, it details, like, the Middle East, I think? But from what I could tell, it's the same as a North American. It's like, I don't think there's a distinction there. I'm not sure what the difference is. It still seems to be running the North American version. Or at least, at the very least, a close enough one where I wouldn't notice. Of course, I don't think there's as much region locking on Switch 1 and 2 as there used to be. For, like, the Wii U and Wii and such. I'm at 1 HP. I've not hit this in months. Oh my god. Oh my god! It's like, I know of people, like, importing games. So, like, are there still, like, noticeable regional differences? Wow. Go me. Are there still, like, multiple versions of the game or anything? Because, like, I don't know. I can't say for sure. Like, even with this, like, when I did the North American and European versions thing, there are separate releases for Europe, so you can select your language, and they add a bunch of views in, and the localization's slightly different anyway in English besides that. But, like, do they really do that anymore? Probably not to the same extent, but, like, I don't know. I'm rambling. Just get the hiccups, Kirby, and we'll just do whatever. You know, it's kind of funny. A lot of the items that appear in this game show up as copy abilities later. It's like stuff like the Mike and Super Spicy Curry become Mike and Fire. But I don't think as a copy ability that's equivalent to the leaf. So I'm not sure what's up with that. I'm kind of glad there isn't, because, like, I'm not expecting Puffs to do much normally. Secret in the Moon, as usual. Whee! It's a lot more eventful in Superstar! that. That probably messed me up. Maybe not. Okay, got 2 lives. Full health. Here's Krakow. Hello. Your sprite looks very squished. They definitely widened Krakow a lot more after this. It feels kind of weird seeing him a little bit more, like, balanced, I guess, in its shape. It is very different. Alright. What? Nope, no, no. Oh, come on! I wasn't even able to run out of the way of that one. Oh, come on! I can't run in this game to my knowledge. I'm double tapping. So, like, how am I meant to dodge it like that? What the hell? What do you expect from me? Okay. There. Grab that. Now, I think we're heading to Castle Duty? Hey! Yeah, Mount DDD. And if I remember correctly, this is, I think, one of the longer levels in the game. Because it's like a proper, like... I guess boss rush is kind of the word for it. There's a bunch of extra stages, and I think you fight the bosses again. Or at least it's like a shortened version. Cause look at this! It is very Mega Man. You pick what boss you want to do first, you go in, and then you do like a little mini stage. This was cut entirely from Superstar. That does not feel like foreground. It looks very much background. And I get it, the Game Boy only had 4 colors to work with, but come on. You gotta collect your Kirby friends, and then you get to go in. I will admit, this is better than how Mega Man 2 Game Boy? Or was it Mega Man 1 Game Boy? Cantless Boss Rush, where it's like, it's a bunch of new bosses, right? But there's no stage, you just jump right to it. Here, at least, you get a little mini stage for it. I'm gonna go in order. Alright. I'm expecting it to be a lot harder in extra mode. So... Also, something this game really did that most Kirby games don't really do is the fact that they're just a bunch of Kirbys. There's not just the one Kirby, and there's not, like, a Really? Like, the way a lot of Kirby games do it now is that, like, there's Kirby, and then there's, like, other Kirby colors. But there's very few of them by comparison. There's a whole bunch of Kirbys in this game. There's, like, a crowd of them, I think. And I want to say Superstar changed them, like, retconned the Wild Leaves, but I think they're meant to be Kirbys. Considering we see Kirbys here. So I figure that's supposed to be the case. So, like, was this meant to be, like, Kirby's just one of a species, or is the species all Kirby? And then you get games where, like, Kirby splits into 4, and Amazing Man, that's never really rectified at all. They're all different Kirbys now, I guess, and then they sometimes swap out the colors of the playable ones, like, it's an eternal fight, whether or not red or blue gets to be in the main set. Kind of depends on the game, really. And then there's Mass Attack, where Kirby splits into 10, and like his heart is like a star thing that's separate from the whole thing, and at least that gets rectified, but like... But then in the stories, they act like Kirby's the only Kirby, and like the other Kirbys you play as for like multiplayer are like never acknowledged. So like, what's the deal? What's the deal? Is there one Kirby or is there not? And then we have like Yellow Kirby, which at this point, I think, especially thanks to Green Buffet, has been officially acknowledged as Kirby. I don't think the other colors have names. Uh-oh. I don't think the other color Kirbys have names. It's just the pink one is Kirby, and the other one is Kirby, with 2 E's. Do the other ones have names? Because I can't slide. I was either gonna get hit by that, or I was gonna get freaking beam. Beam attack! That's my whole legacy! Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know the deal with Kirby lore. Now everyone can use copy abilities. What's up with that? That was kind of bullshit. I'm not looking. Oh, come on! I can't run or anything. I am not looking forward to extra mode fighting Kracko. I'm definitely not looking forward to extra mode. No, I remember Kracko being kind of a pain, but Jesus! Was it really this bad before? This is a bit much. Dude, when you can't run, you can see I'm double tapping. You kind of see Kirby scramble a little bit, and I just can't get out of the way. Alright. Hi, DD. When you're 10 health. Overkill much? Jeez. At least he seems pretty standard for what would happen. Kirby was so damn slow. Okay. Take your time with it. Take your time with it. Take your time. Do the jump slam again. Do the jump slam, DD. Come on. Come on, do your jump. There's the trip. I was wondering when that would happen. The trip is funny. Oh, now you do it above the air and I can't dodge it. That was too close. Okay. I got 1 hit on him, by the way. When you have no copy abilities, DD is no slouch. But when you get to use the hammer against him, that's when things go crazy. Oh, please, thank you. He's just gonna keep tripping. Come on. I can't fight you if you keep tripping. Ah, oh, come on! He turned it in immediately, and I tried to get out of the way. Yeah, I just couldn't. It would not let me. Ridiculous. So now you do that! You didn't do that, like, at all last time. What the hell? Make up your mind. There. now he's tripping a lot more. Nope. You stay away from me. Okay. Relax. You're at even health. Don't get cocky. My god, are you gonna actually do something that I can actually counter with? Still at even. It's fine. Somehow dodge that. Yeesh. Okay. You do not got a lot of time to suck in stars sometimes. Yeah. He completely disappeared off screen. DD left the ring, that means I win! Whatever. I win. We've been going for 30 minutes. I started around, like, let's say 5 minutes in? Some 25 minutes for the main mode. Extra mode's gonna be the bulk of this, probably, because it's a lot less lenient. And I think I'm bound to game over at least once, considering my performance on DD and Krakow alone. The credits! But, yeah. The game's not that long. Programmer's Sunday Rain. I love old games like this, where they all have, like... This is back in the day where they weren't entirely sure whether or not they wanted to go by their actual name, so a lot of the time you would have people go by, like, nicknames, and it would just be super weird. Special thanks to Bubby! I think Bubby might be... Is that Miyamoto? I don't remember. I feel like Bubby is actually like one of the more well-known people at Nintendo. I don't remember. Also, you gotta love games, they thank you in the credits. Look at this. Those are all definitely Kirby's, right? Bye-bye. Those are definitely all Kirby's, right? Press up and select on the title screen to start a new adventure. I love the fact that they brought this code back. I mentioned Star Wars earlier. I forgot how crazy Dee Dee gets in this. But they brought this code back in Star Allies for the arena equivalent. It's like a leveled system. You start off with only the first 5. You beat that, you unlock 6 and 7. You beat 7, you get... I think you get the original Soul Melter? You beat that, and it gives you this exact code with the graphics from this game, telling you, select the highest difficulty, then do the code. And you get Soul Melter EX. And oh my god! The arena gets so hard in that game, man. It's crazy. Can I... Because I have to reset the game. So, up, A, and start. No, it's a lags. Oh, wait a minute! When you pause the game, leave it for a bit. I think I remember this. Do it. Do I have to be on the ground for it? I don't think I have to be on the ground for it. I think if you wait a bit while paused. There he goes! Kirby starts to do a little dance. When you have the game pause for long enough. That's so cute. Even back in the original game, they freaking knew that they wanted to give Kirby so much personality. I love it. How much do you want to bet that originally started as like a debug thing to show like all the Kirby sprites and make sure they're all loading correctly? And they just like reworked it a bit and left as an Easter egg because it was cute. I mean, Kirby as a whole was a placeholder. I mean, Kirby's original, like Kirby's design was meant to be a placeholder thing, and they're like, we think he's so cute, we're just gonna keep him. And I get it. Alright, so let's try this again. Up, A, and minus. Extra game. There we go. So now I think I have half health, the enemies are going to be more aggressive, and... Uh-oh. I think I'm going to give it a couple honest attempts. But then I think I will start using rewinds by then, because if it took about 25 minutes to beat the game normally, I assume it's going to take a little bit longer for extra. So my third attempt, if I just rely on rewinds in order to get my HP back, I should be fine. And that'll be around 2 hours. I'm assuming it's gonna be noticeably way more difficult, so I'm not trusting it. So right off the bat, oh my god! Right off the bat, though, while these are... Oh no, I don't have half health. Oh yeah, that's right! In this game, extra mode is just like more enemies and such. And what? Look at this! Look at this weird shit like this the whole game now. When you beat extra mode, you get a code. You get a code that gives you like a debug. And you can change your health and life count to start with. And then you can play the game at any health. I don't think there's anything past that. I don't think you get a special reward for beating the game with, like, minimum health or anything. Not to my knowledge. I think it's just a goof-off thing because you beat the hardest mode in the game. Jesus Christ. It's fast. What? I forgot he did that! Oh my god! I have not played much extra mode. I've never beaten it, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I haven't. And judging by how it's going so far, I'm probably gonna need all the help I can get. Also, this game does the special world variable thing where some of the enemies change their sprite. Like Bronto Burnt looks like that now. Oh, I already died. There's a bit of a cooldown of when you can inhale again when you spit something out. And it's messing with me. It's near instant in newer Kirby games, but here it's a little bit drawn out. So, like, takes some getting used to. You'd think I'd be more useful by the time I beat the game normally, but nope, it's a little bit rough. Oh god, chicken! Chicken. I feel like the cake enemies, if you swallow them, should heal you. But then again, they're meant for extra mode only, so maybe not. Have we ever seen those, like... Have we seen these pastry enemies ever come back? I think they might be healing items normally now. Like, have they ever been enemies again? That's the thing with this game, and honestly a lot of first games. They get really press the B button to puff out air. And Kirby just refused. Kirby, come on. It's not that hard. Dude, come on. Get it together. But, yeah. As you can see, it's not going the best. Where was this, like, 2 floors down? I don't think there's a one up here at all, so I'm gonna just go. Alright. Wispy Woods, I guess, EX. They didn't really use that nomenclature until later. But yeah, very much so, EX. Though, funnily enough, the Gordo thing just kind of became a standard thing for him at some point, I feel like. You have the fun inside of me. Raw. Come on. I'm using Wispy. I am using the Wispy. I didn't mean to puff the apple. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. We have just started. I think on my 3rd attempt, like, I'm not gonna use rewinds. I think I'm gonna use save states to reload the beginning of stages of the game over, because I'm not doing the whole game again! My god! No wonder I never beat this. This is brutal! Oh my god! Dude, chill! Wispy, my god, man! Chill out a little bit! Gordos do too. Gordos do 2 damage. Oh boy. This is... I suppose my health disappeared so fast. No wonder I felt like you have half health in this game. Because you kinda do! It's ridiculous! Oh my god! Oh my god! Bruh! What is happening? Am I gonna get fucking swept by Wispy? Thank you. I'm dead. It's over. Can the apples not spawn directly in my hitbox? Please? Extra mode is definitely unfair. My god, that's level 1! Am I playing Kaizo Kirby? What the hell is this? No wonder I ever beat this shit. I guess I do have half health. I chickened it too. What the fuck? Watch, this heals 1. Oh no, it still heals 2 like normal. Okay, that's fine. Jesus, man. I may actually use rewinds after all, or like save before bosses. I don't want to do this crap again every time. Well, I guess if there's infinite continues, then I guess it's not that big of a problem. I'm getting better at it, at least. Poppy Brothers Senior did nothing, so I don't know. There is genuine improvement going on here, I guess. I wish I had my copy abilities, but we're like a year early for that, so... This is 92. Adventure, I think, was 93. My god! And, yeah. I'd love to have copy abilities, even if they are the basic ones from old classic Kirby and not the fully enriched fighting game movesets they are nowadays. Just be able to have more range. So my puff attacks aren't going to do anything against a boss. And you have to rely on star shots, it's ridiculous. Get over here. Okay. For a while, they're just kind of casually sliding across the ground. As you do. Alright. Let's be again. Let's be again. Okay. Don't go as high up. I think that's my main problem from last time. I was only too high up. No chance of dodging it in the puffs, though. What am I supposed to do about that? Game! Why is it following me? Stop! This is unfair. Hey, Vix. The normal game went by in 25 minutes. I game over to Wispy and EX. The extra game is brutal. Which I guess is, you know, typical Kirby things where it's like the main game is a breeze. It's a freaking joke. And then you put the extra stuff and it's like, oh, it's just Doom. It's just fucking Doom. Like, oh my, that hit me. That hit me. That should tell you how bad things are going. I don't want to resort to save states or rewinds until after I beat Wispy at least. It at least seems there's infinite continues at least, so I don't have to worry about that, but... Man! Having to replay whole stages at a time is bullshit. It's ridiculous. It is extremely punishing. I am definitely not looking forward to the Kracko fight, because, like, it's incredibly difficult to dodge Kracko because you have so little of your modern Kirby moves. You can't slide, you can't even run, I don't think. There we go! It's really hard to dodge Kracko even with a smaller than usual sprite. It's stupid. And no dice gonna be moving faster and extra. My only saving grace is the fact this game's only 5 stages long. It's really short! It's like, I don't know. Yeah. There's so many weird enemies that never show up again. I don't get it. I'm taking both. Okay then. Okay, whoa. I still think the bats look oddly creepy. Okay. The bat still hit me then. Oh boy. Is there a better way of going down from... Oh my god, that's worse. Alright, there's a mask dude. I don't think I can... Yeah, I can't hit him unless it's active. If I get close, he's gonna start chasing. There we go. Okay. I think down here's the right path. Ah! You're attacking from above! Get out! Gordos that can jump. I can't attack underwater. So much stuff from the newer Kirby games. Or hell, Kirby games as recent as the very next one. There's so much stuff from Adventure just not here. And I wish it was. It's ridiculous. I cannot actively fight anything underwater. Oh my god. At least the game's nice that they still give invincibility candies and healing items! Just go. Just go. Take the candy as far as you can, hope for the best. Ignore everything else. Legend of ZA? Nice. Oh god, they kick the box, they even kick a Gordo? Are you joking? Lolo, cool it, dude. Oh my god. This is the mini-boss version. We have not gotten to the boss version yet. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. Well, I was extremely like, yeah! You shouldn't have been here 25 minutes ago when I was playing, it's probably like 45 minutes ago at this point. When I was playing the main game. The main game's actually pretty alright. They do a lot more, they have a lot more enemies, they're a lot weirder in this version, like, Extra definitely, like, pushes it, you know? They go a lot further with the insanity on Extra. It's like, wow. Alright. The actual boss. Seems they're just moving faster, okay. So maybe, is stage 2 gonna actively be easier than stage 1? I game over Dewispy, I died in stage 1. Like, did I even die in stage 2? This is going so much smoother now, what the hell? Why is stage 2 easier? I think your difficulty curve is backwards here. Castle Dini's gonna be a freaking joke at this rate. I shouldn't say things. I shouldn't say things. Stay down, yes. You suck it up down low, and you chase them upwards. Stay somewhat low. Stay somewhat low. Preferably don't try to go up after him in the 3rd or 4th rows. Or the top 2 rows. Here is fine. That was a joke. It's like maybe 50% faster than a normal boss fight. That was so easy. Did I even die in stage 2? What the hell? Okay, well. Now it's gonna start getting bad. So I'm honestly kind of concerned about what Kabula's gonna be like. Okay. It's not a consistent thing, but enemies sometimes do double damage, and I'm back at the start of the fucking stage again, because doors are checkpoints and this room is locked! That hit me from back there, Jesus Christ, the range is a mess. You come with me. Ah! Run, Kirby, run, Kirby, run, Kirby, run, Kirby, run, Kirby, go! Da da da! There's a door up ahead. There's a door up ahead. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. The door? Door. Thank you. Checkpoint. I need that. The Boo's so angry now. I don't think I said it before, I don't think the beam crabs ever come back. What? You come out of the walls now! This game, it is not forgiving in extra mode. I'm so spoiled by newer Kirby, where extra mode is mainly just, here's the game, but you're at half health the entire time, and maybe things are a little bit more aggressive. Here it's like, yeah, all of the enemies want blood. And they're gonna do all the crazy bullshit in the world to do it. Oh, that door wasn't a checkpoint either, oh my god. So not all doors are checkpoints! Great! Another bit of spoiling from modern Kirby! Oh my god! By comparison, this little Gordo challenge here is nothing. A nice wide area and... Okay, maybe Kirby flies as slow as a frickin'... I don't know what flies slow. That was a Maxim tomato in the normal game. With the base version. Extra made a soda. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not a good sign. Go Curry! Super spicy curry of doom! Okay. That freaking octopus, dude. It's worth it for the extra life and the 2 healths. 1 extra hit. I'll happily put out the curry for that. Ah! Does it come back? It does not come back. God damn it. Okay. I would love to be able to have a proper run, but that's not in the cards. Okay. We still got a ways to go to get to Kabula even, I think. I don't think we're quite there yet, because we still have a cloudy portion. Yeesh. Oh, no, here we are. Alright. Kabula, please don't be too insane. What? Okay. You're definitely more insane than before. Kirby drifts around so slow a lot of the time. It's very difficult to get used to. Like, I wouldn't say he's perfect in Adventure, but like, he definitely feels a bit more snappy in Adventure by comparison. Stay far back. Whoa! Okay. Relax a bit! Okay. One more. There we go. So far, I hate the fact that I'm saying this. Wispy Woods has been the hardest boss so far. That feels so wrong to say. What the hell? It hasn't been an hour yet, and we're already on stage 4 and extra. What the hell is happening? Anyone know someone if I'm funny about Zia's graphics? Is it the fact that the entire city's all one model for some reason? I heard about that when the game... I think when the game leaked, everyone started going all crazy about that. Optimization, what's that? Ah! I forgot once again that Scarpies have a freaking explosion. Oh my god. You know, oddly enough, the game seems to be a lot more calm by comparison now. Oh god, the parasol's holding on you! Never mind! Oh my god! Eat the parasol! Oh my god, dude. What? Stop it! I shouldn't have said anything! Why are there puppy brothers that have cutter? What is happening? I don't understand. I shouldn't have said anything! I shouldn't have said anything! Okay. Okay. This is why you don't say things, because when you say pelican, what the fuck is happening? Surprise! Angry Bronto Birch of Doom! I'm here laughing about a damn pelican, and I'm getting ambushed by Lightspeed Bronto Birds. I don't understand. I don't understand. What is going on anymore? I just don't get it. Oh, now, as I jump, that's when you fire. Thanks. Can you stop, please? Oh my god, dude. This is so stupid. I just don't understand. Like, what happened here, man? The homing parasols, man. That alone caught me super off guard. I don't know how I was... How did I counter that one fine? In the door. Okay. Double Cutter Brothers. Yeah. It still followed me. Okay. It's that graphic like 98% of this assets look really good. The issue is that 2% that looks bad is the generic buildings in a game that takes place in a city. Yeah, that is a bit strange. The buildings are oddly flat. But to be fair, that's because the entire city is one big model. If they optimized it where like buildings would like show up and like load in as you got closer, like maybe that wouldn't be a problem. But no, that's not what they did. The entire city just exists as one big model, and it's just like, why? Enemies barely get on screen. They slam you. It's crazy. What the hell? Like, you're on screen for half a second, you're already going this nuts. Like, calm down, dude. Give me some time to react. The Game Boy screen is only so big. Okay. The Gordo wants to do the DVD player thing and then just gave up halfway through. I'm gonna take my time on this, but I don't trust it at all. I don't trust Gordo. Because Gordo guaranteed does at least 2. That's all I have left! Oh, shit. Get in the door. Aw, Mini Kracko now! Whoa, dear! I can't even hide in the corner anymore. How am I supposed to fight this? What am I supposed to do? My corner is safe. I was like 1 pixel off. Okay. It is legitimately 1 pixel. If I turn around, I move 1 pixel. So to stay like this, then do that. That is so awkward. Very far left the screen, and after the dash, then go. I just can't freaking hit him! Oh my god. Dude! Right, too early. Oh my god, why can't I hit this thing? It is moving so fast! I know for a fact if I hold on to this for too long and he starts dashing towards me again, I'm gonna be too big, he's gonna hit me again. What am I supposed to do here? I can't go low because if I go low then it hits the explosions because your star shells get broken by that. What do I do? I'm at a stalemate here. This is so dumb. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Ah! I can't hit the boss. This is the mini boss for crying out loud. I still have to fight the main cracker later. I can't even hit this one. Oh my god! At least the pattern's consistent, but jeez. He is moving too fast. There, I hit him once. I gotta like lean in a bit closer. And then I can hit him like that. Ow! Explosion got it. Dang it. Ah! I got kind of a pattern going on this one. It is rough. It's just so fast. It's definitely a lot slower in the normal version. There! Jesus! This game pulls no punches. It definitely does not hold back anymore. Alright. Go hiccup power. Oh god, what are the Goros doing in there? What are they doing? They are following me, that's what they're doing. What the hell? What the hell? What even is extra mode at this point, man? Oh, faster Kirby. Did that do 3? I think Goros should have do 3. Maximum tomatoes, thank god you're still here. Maybe there's some leniency in this game after all. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Whoop. Careful. Careful. Just ignore the Scarfy. Get in the door. Okay! I think the stars actually... Yeah, the stars hurt you! There's a lot fewer from the normal version, but they are definitely here and very aggressive here. I at least knew that much going into this. I think I watched someone play Extra, like, years ago. And I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to beat this, no way. Now I'm feeling a bit more confident about being able to beat it, I'll say that much. But it definitely is not easy. Oh god, there's Goros in the bonus room! Why are there Goros in the bonus room? Why are there so many Goros in the bonus room? Oh god, they're going... Oh no. They're all gonna... Oh, they do freaking 3. They're gonna fall down after me, aren't they? Uh-oh. Kirby, get in the door! Hi, Kracko! Hey, I hope you and I are on bad terms. We are on bad terms. Okay. Okay. Okay! Okay! Cool it, buddy! Oh god, he charges at you! Okay. He's definitely very aggressive! I panicked, I pressed the wrong buttons. You know what's weird? Now that I kind of understand the pattern a bit more. This is so wrong. Oh, no, that's not happening. Okay. Building interiors look really good. Decorative objects look good. Character models look good. The HUD is pretty cool and looks good too. Here's the thing, and I brought it up last stream. A friend of mine insisted that I watch him play a few hours of the game. So I've seen everything up until... I want to say the third little wild area. And I stopped watching after that, but he was still playing in the Discord call, and I heard him at least get to rank X. So I've basically seen what would probably amount to the first stream of this. So far, I definitely am excited for it. He did post in DMs that he did find a shiny Pidgey and nearly failed it, but was able to load an autosave, and it was still there, so he got his first shiny in this game, so that's nice. I hope I get that good of luck. So any unique or non-generic buildings also look good, which means there's this weird situation where a highly detailed building or structure is between completely undetailed ones. That is kind of funny. That is kind of funny. I don't wanna speak anything. You can just jump. You don't have to fly. Ooh. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Wait a minute. Dude. There's 2 ways I had to fly that one. There's no way, right? There's no way, right? Dude, there's no way. I perfected Krakow EX. Krakow EX is easier than the main version. Because in the main version, he's doing the whole, like, swooping under, doing beams, dropping enemies, and all that. It is a completely different pattern in this. And it's easier in this, because you can't dodge shit in the base one. Because you can't run, you can't slide, you can barely dodge the thing. Why is Krakow easier in EX? The balancing and the difficulty is backwards half the time. I was expecting this to take longer based on how Wispy went, but like, we're already on Mount Dedede. We're at the final level. Now granted, if I game over to Dedede, I have to do the entire boss stretch thing again, and that means also fighting Wispy again. So like, this is probably where the bulk of the gameplay is gonna be, but damn, okay. It's like, dude, what the hell? I was expecting this to be way harder based off of my initial impressions, and the game was like, not really. It's like, that is incredibly weird. That is incredibly stupid. You wanna fight Wispy again. The hardest fight in the whole game. Except for Dedede, probably. As you can see, this is not going well. Are you fucking kidding me? If you die to a boss in the boss rush, you have to do the mini stage again? Oh god, no, this is gonna be hell. This is gonna be the point that breaks me and I have to save states. Oh my god. There's no way in hell. Who okayed this? This is gonna be so stupid. Especially as Gordos do 3! Gordos do 3 damage! You have only 6! God, this game, dude! Okay, swept. I got swept by Wispy! I hate Wispy EX! That is a bad boss fight. That's actively bad. I'm sorry. No forgiveness. The Gordos that drop down, which is new to that version, doing 3. They take half of your health in one hit. There's nothing you can fucking do about it. This is the worst version of Wispy. By far. What the hell were they thinking? What the hell were they thinking? My god, I hate this. Oh my god! This is so bullshit! This is bullshit. That is absolute garbage. You know what? I'm gonna make sure I do Wispy first. And then once I beat him, I'm save stating immediately. So I never have to fight that fucker again. I will happily replay the other 3 if I game over a deity. I am not fighting Wispy again. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? That is downright bad. I'm sorry. Oh, now I gotta groove for it. That's you're not stuck on the side and you're fucking flying, I guess. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Okay. I guess I was just being an idiot fighting him before. Because that went smooth. I guess I didn't try flying around. So, I guess when you beat Wispy, you just can't fly? It feels so wrong because the Gorgos are bouncing around too, and you still have to dodge as puffs that randomly happen, and... I don't know, man. Wispy is still definitely the worst boss in the game so far, though. I cannot imagine Deity being worse. I cannot. So good to know I was just fighting Wispy like an idiot. I might have all the bosses were still... I might have all the bosses were easier than Wispy because I was just fighting Wispy like a dumbass. Okay, dude. Can you not bunch up like that? Please? See, this I'm fine with. Whatever. No. That hit me. I just barely clipped La La La. You're joking. Bruh. Come on. This is going very slowly. It's also a bit of a delay to when you can spit things out. You don't get to spit out immediately. It's really messing me up here. Okay. La La La's down. It's just low. That's fine. I can handle one a lot easier. You can drop while carrying something. He's got to take it fast. That's something I'm also not used to. Normally in Kirby, if you have something in your mouth and you press down on all, you swallow it. And that means you have to swallow before you go through passable platforms. Not in this one! Okay. That is actively gonna mess me up. Okay. Kabula. Okay. I did not notice the coconut because it's so small. I guess that's the reason why they made the coconut so much larger in later Kirby games. I did not notice that coconut. Very, very tiny coconut. Okay. Get the Kirby here. And then the little intro room. I'm gonna die here. I have 1 health. I'm not gonna survive this. Well, yeah. That didn't take long, did it? Okay. Well, coconut! I didn't even notice it, but I couldn't turn around and run away, because you can't run in this game. Kirby's stuck in a brisk walk. It's not even that brisk. It's stupid. But Kirby, you can move faster than that, you know. You can move faster than that. Dude, come on. Work with me here, buddy. Work with me here. I want to assure people out there watching me just run into an enemy like that I did in fact press the B button to spit out the enemy, and Kirby did not. That's the weird like input thing it does with inhale and spitting in this game that just doesn't normally happen in Kirby games. No, please. There we go. Alright. Just Krako left. It's up to Dee. Oh no, they brought the stars in too! Oh boy. Oh boy, the cutter dudes! Kirby! Okay. Well, if it works the same way as the other version, then this should be a cakewalk. I jumped too early. Ooh, I thought I jumped too late! It's a lot more lenient with this fight for some reason. Why is this one the easy one? It's backwards. Whoa! That was close. Why is this the easy one? Game. No damage. First try. What the hell is happening? I meant DDD. It has not even been an hour and a half yet. We're already almost done. And DDD, okay, DDD just moves faster, which is gonna be a problem because it's hard enough to dodge him half the time as is. Basically, you have to fly over him half the time, but okay. Maybe this won't be the worst thing in the world. If flying wasn't so slow. Oh god. It's definitely a little more aggressive. Oh my god. Dee, calm down. Oh my god, Dee. Dee, dude. Oh my god. Look at this. He's so fast! Oh my god. He's not even doing attacks I can use to counter anymore! What am I supposed to do? He bounces twice. So the two major differences of DD here in comparison to... Oh my fuck. It's the same sprite. How am I supposed to tell which one he's doing? One major difference, besides his speed, is that he has a second version of his ground slam. Bruh. It's the same jog with the hammer out. How am I supposed to tell whether he's gonna jump or not? It makes no sense. But yeah, he does that, and then there's like a ground pound on top of that. Or you can just keep chaining them forever. Okay. I thought it was only two. Apparently you can do more than that. If he feels like it, you can do more. I should do two. That's something two, but no. The combo thing from later Kirby games, I think started in Adventure maybe. Not in this game. Star shots are always one. The problem when enemies can do 2 or 3 against you and they're unpredictable. Oh my god. I thought I was out of range for your inhale, dude. Come on, DD. DD's actively cheating now. Dude. This is ridiculous. Oh my god, how did I dodge the inhale there? That should not have happened. It disabled the inhale hitbox when I hit him with the star shot, and I was able to get away. Not that time, though, I guess. Okay. Consistency. My name is not Kirby. You're supposed to do a second jump. She didn't do a ground pound trick on me or anything. Dee hello? Dee just not a consistent fight. Okay. He's changing it up! Okay. I think I have to do the boss rush again. But since I know how to fight Wispy, because I'm not being stupid this time, and because I think I understand Dee a little bit better now, this might be doable. Oh shit! I don't do the boss rush again! Damn! Now's the point where you're gonna be forgiving? What are you doing? Hello? Game! Why is the game being forgiving now? I'm so freaking baffled by the game's sudden grace that I'm just actively just flopping up everything in this DD fight now. What the fuck? Game. Game, I don't... Is the game showing mercy? The game is just actively showing mercy against me. What the hell? Game. Game. I don't get it. Okay. You know what? If you're gonna keep starting that DD then, you know what? That would mean I'd beat this game without save states or rewinds. Entirely. Something I can't really say for most games on NSO. And I got the hammer counter. Let's go. Well, silver lining. I'm sort of getting better, I guess. Could have flown away there, but I didn't. Can you not? Edie, you can move away from that corner, you know. Why he's not doing combos anymore? He's supposed to chain them together, right? He just kind of stopped doing that. I don't know why he's not. How did that not suck on the star? Well, I was just kind of stuck in the corner there. Diddy, please. Diddy, please. Diddy. Oh! Kirby is so slow when he flies in this game. It's ridiculous. I guess that's the way they made it seem less of a crutch. Just the fact that you move around so slowly. It's hard to dodge things. Dee Dee, come on. I need to actually do things at counter. Dude. There we go. Here's a good one. And I hit the star shot. I think we should let him take me. It's like I hit like 3 times in 10 seconds, dude. This is not happening. And he's not even chaining. He's not chaining his jump attacks anymore. Why did he stop doing that now? It's not that, like, oh, it happens whenever he jumps, like, straight up. Like, when he tries to pound straight down, that's when the chain stops. That's not even the counter anymore. That's not a tell. It's inconsistent. Game? I hate inconsistency in my video games! What are the rules, damn it? I quote Charlie 5 here. What are the rules, damn it? Just take me. Oh, now, okay. Okay, look, Dee, I don't understand. I don't get you. What? Huh? Yeah, there was no way I was dodging that and getting the star in time. Okay. Maybe this will be more manageable than I thought. Okay. The fact that it doesn't reset the boss rush. That's the thing. I did the inhale dodge again. Oh my god. Game. Game. What are you doing? What is happening? Now, oh, that time I didn't get out of the range. Sure. Okay. Just gotta relax a bit. Relax a little bit. Do that one. Did he not take damage, or did he not get stunned? What happened there? He still attacked smoothly. That was weird. Dude, come on! Come on, DDD! Dude! Seriously, why? Oh my god. He's just glued to me. What? How did that not suck me in? Huh? I am so confused. Okay, that was on me. The inconsistency is very alarming. Stay away from me. I said stay away, don't come towards me. DDD, please. I hit the star shot, god damn it. Focus. Oh my god. Okay. Relax. His star shots hurt you too. Okay. Well, not my personal best in terms of how many hits I have left on him, but I'm at least able to last against him a bit better. So, that's good at least. go. There we go. Don't fly so much. There you go. Don't fly so much. That was my main problem during Wispy. Don't fly so much. You can jump over deity fine. Once again, my problem was just hovering too much. I'm gonna freaking ace it this time. I got the inhale dodge. Uh-oh. I won! The attempt where I don't fly nearly as much as the one where I absolutely destroy him. Okay. That took around just under an hour. I technically loaded up the rewind to do this once to check the HP that a Gordo did. But I went right back to the proper place. I did not actually rewind it. So, I guess technically I beat the game without save states or rewinds, despite the fact that I was very tempted to. The game is surprisingly generous, and if you realize that maybe you shouldn't be flying around so much, maybe it's, maybe that's a lot more manageable. It just came down to me being an idiot. Because Kirby's a lot more floaty. Which I guess makes sense, he's supposed to feel kind of like a balloon when he puffs up like that. So I guess it makes sense that he kind of is a bit more, like, sluggish and floaty. At the same time, they also dialed that back a lot with newer Kirby games. I think they dialed it back a little bit even in Adventure. So, like, I think they may have realized they pushed it a bit too far. I already beat the game twice, because I beat normal mode already on stream. I was expecting this to take longer. Like, I knew Kirby's Dreamland was short, and I had a feeling that maybe I could get both in one stream. Both normal and extra. But, like... yeesh. Well... I don't really have a plan. Oh, hey! We did the enemy cast. Brontbert. Not Bronner, just Bront. Brontbert. So yeah, the main problem I was just having during Wispy and Deity is the fact that I just fly way too much. So like... I think just the fact that I was just in the air too much meant I was just way too slow to dodge things. You gotta kind of find a little balance. So like, I don't know. They spelled Kabula's name differently in this game. Normally it's spelled with the U instead of two O's. I love some of these sprites from the enemies in this game. Because some of them got carried over fairly one-to-one. And then some of them got, like, major redesigns. Like, Sir Kibble there is just a little fella. It's so funny. It's just so dumb. So now we're in the extra mode enemies. Mr. P. Umpkin is the Mask remake. The Mask Special World equivalent. That is so funny. Mr. P. Umpkin. That's great. That's great. Boomer. Benny! There's an enemy called Benny! Oh, man. Yes, that is King Deity, thank you. You're our hero! Oh my god. Come on, man, get up. Come on, get up. Poor DDD. Oh no. Oh, DDD, I'm sorry. DDD. Press down B and select the title screen for the config mode and more fun. Meanwhile, Kirby's just gonna go console DDD over here in the corner. We'll get back to you in a second. Okay. At this point, I think we need to reset. So, hang on. Double checking. Down B select. So basically, extra mode was up A select. Config is the opposite. Down B select. And you can do different amounts of health, 1 to 6, different amounts of lives, start with 1, start with 9. Sound test is here. this little sprite of Kirby with headphones on. Behold, the beginnings of Mike Kirby. I don't know how they're laid out. They're laid out. They're very unorthodox in this one. This is the cloudy level. Bubbly clouds or something. Then we have green greens. Then we have the invincibility candy. Then we have the game over. Is this just the order that things were composed in? And they just kind of left it like this? Because normally sound tests, I don't know if it's just a thing they do to clean it up for the full release or anything, but generally sound tests kind of clump everything together. So like, you get like a title screen, you get all of the world themes, individual levels, boss themes near the back, credit stuff at the very end, the bonus stuff past that maybe. But here it's kind of haphazard, where it's like, here's level 4, here's level 1, here's the title screen, here's the game over, here's the you beat the level, grab the star. There's the title screen. I think this is level 2. Kirby's dying. I think this is the mini boss thing. You win. Credits. I think this is the proper fight. Green greens again. No, this is this is probably the bonus credits, which also plays green greens. So what's the point? Wait. Okay, that's weird. Well, here's the cloudy one. What? Oh, this is the version of Mount DD with the build-up. So it plays the build-up when you first enter the level. And then when you, like, die or you, like, lose or something, it warps you back to the boss rush, the choose your boss thing. It then plays the one without it. There's 2 separate things here, I guess, for like limitation reasons. Now here's the deity fight. What was I thinking of? And then there's the boss rush room, like choose your boss, I think. Then it loops. Yeah, there we go. To Mike. Inhale. Hot something. Swallow. Jump. Land. What is that one? Is that one, like, one of the sounds for taking damage? Or is it... That's not entering water. That's too much of a thud to be entering water. That's a door. I forget what that one is. That's picking up an item. That's beating a small enemy. That's getting health. That's a warp star. It's a full-length sound effect, too. There's the warp star entering a level. This one is... maybe the warp star breaking? There's your... there's a puff. There's a star shot. Mash the button and make it sound like... Hey, I got your mail! Hey, just push them on the door. They're not home. You don't answer in like 5 seconds, they leave. Ain't getting a package fun. No, serious, I don't remember what the sound is. That's a beam. You have to mash the button for that one. Because, like, you just go, beep, but then you go, like... I think that's super spicy curry, like the fire that comes out. That feels more like entering water. I think it's when you get the last hit on a boss before it explodes. One up. Not sure about that one. I think that's the little thing that plays when you select your like, extra game and whatnot. Maybe someone else there, too. That sounds like going into water, but, like, way more so. Like you're going in a waterfall, maybe. Gee, I wonder what that one is. That one's select a thing and going in the game now, I guess. I'm not sure what that one is. That's one of the sound effects when you beat a boss. So there's the explosion, then does that in the back. Like Kirby landing like, on his face. Like when you fall from a high height, Kirby kind of lands on his face and kind of bounces a little bit. That's the sound that plays, I think. Not sure what that one is. That's one of the other boss death sounds, the explosion. And we're back. Okay. It's all the sound test. Oddly quiet in here now. So then he just plays whatever music's in the sound test, and then that's just kind of it. Exit. No, once you enable the extra game, it's stuck unless you reset. And because I had it set to 1 vitality, I think if I load in the stage here, it's gonna be 1 health for extra mode, which, no. Yeah, look at that, I have 1 max health! I'm gonna see how far I can get without getting hit. That almost ended immediately. Now it's over. Did I get 400 points just for starting the level? Hang on. I need to check that. You get 400 points just for playing the game. What? Watch, I'm gonna jump right into a Waddle Dee again, and it's gonna go 2,000. $400 points for participation. Get me out of here. This is the dumbest thing. Get out of here. Well, that's one of the mystery thuds. It's the hand knocking Kirby away. I think now that game over and ended, actually, I think it did set it back. I think it set it back to normal. Is it gonna be... Yeah, it resets everything. Okay. Well, speaking of resetting. So, that's Kirby's Dream Land, and I think I've shown off everything the game has to offer except for maybe like 1 or 2 secret rooms. Because I'm willing to bet the Howl Room exists in this game somewhere, because that's a Kirby staple at this point. Just like 1 or 2 secret rooms where you have Howl spelled out in blocks. And, modern Kirby games give you copy abilities you don't normally get that early. Like, this is before then, so it's probably like, here's a maximum tomato and like 5 extra lives. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, that's kind of it for Kirby's Dream Land. And because of the fact that I really don't have anything else to show, like I really don't want to end stream this early. I normally stream for 2 hours. I still have like 13 minutes to go, so I guess I could stall it by just blabbing. It'll work eventually. I'm wondering, is there a demo? This will be my excuse. Is there a demo if I wait long enough, or am I just gonna see Kirby's dancing around the screen? Which, you know, I'm not upset about, but, you know, I want to see how the game plays itself. Granted, this is a Game Boy, so, you know, maybe not super advanced. It's kind of crazy, because, like, the first game on Game Boy, like, it's fairly basic, the game's pretty short, and then the second one is so much more ambitious, with a bunch more features and a bunch more extra shit. Like, Kirby's Dream Land. It's 5 levels long. Your gameplay consists of inhale, spit out, and fly. That's kind of it. Then Adventure comes out on the NES. And then Kirby's Dream Land 2 happens, and then you have some of the copy abilities get brought over. You get a bit more advanced of a moveset. You get 3 animal friends that also augment your copy abilities. The game is much larger. It's about the length of Kirby's Adventure, I think. Maybe a little shorter, but definitely a lot longer. A lot longer than 30 minutes. So, like, it is so strange, you know? Like, it's like Mario Land. I mentioned Mario Land being like 4 worlds, 12 levels long. It's very short. Probably a similar length to this game. And then Mario Land 2 has like 6 whole worlds because there's 6 golden coins. And the space one I think is a little bit shorter than the rest. You have an intro stage, you have all these different power-ups. Like mini-games for extra lives. I think there's only... Was there even any mini-games for extra lives in Mario Land? I don't think so. I don't think there were. It's crazy, because the first games are so basic, like, not quite proof of concept. Definitely a full game, I guess, but definitely smaller in scope. And then, like, a year or 2 later, here comes a new one that's so much bigger. And it's like, how the hell? What happened? It's kind of impressive. So, yeah, with that, that's Kirby's Dream Land done. So, I can mark that off the list. Let me get my list. Let me get my list. I haven't played a Mario game. That's a statement I would never have thought of. I never would have thought someone would say that. Especially considering you have Pokemon Legends ZA. You have a Nintendo console. You're telling me you have a Nintendo console and haven't played a Mario game? That is like the ultimate shocker right there. What the hell? You have Mario! It came with your Nintendo! Wait, hang on. You have Mario! It came with your Nintendo! There we go. You gotta have to muffle it a bit for the full effect. But yeah, that's it for Kirby, I guess. Um, so fingers crossed I can get my hands on a copy of Legend ZA over the weekend. I'm not entirely sure if that'll be the case. Let me load up Walmart real quick and check and see. So here's the thing I wanna mention real quick. I've brought this up before. If a GBA DS, 3DS, and both the Switch and Switch 2, and you haven't played a Mario game, what? What? What the? Huh? You have baffled me today. That is a shock. Okay then. So as I was saying, it is a common thing where I've brought this up before, where like sometimes I get the early bonuses or pre-order bonuses for games that I just kind of get. Like the pre-order bonus I think for Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope was a sticker set. But because that game wasn't super like it was not pre-ordered much here clearly. And I don't think it was that popular of a game overall, so it definitely had less reach here. I ended up getting the sticker set even though I didn't pre-order the game. So I'm guessing that games don't really catch on nearly as much where I live. So there's a chance that theoretically I'd be able to get Pokemon Legends ZA fairly easily here. But it's hard to say. I'm gonna check Walmart real quick. Pokemon Legends ZA. My local location. The first result is Breath of the Wild. Your search engine is great. Um, Here we go. Oh boy. Maybe I was wrong. Pokemon's the biggest franchise in the world, so I guess it might actually be difficult. The Switch 1 version is low stock. It's low stock, and how many people did say had it in their carts? 200 plus people? Now, that's probably not just for here, but wow. Also, I want to bring up, there's a typo. The listing on the search results says Pokemon. The freaking E is missing. But you tap it to look at the actual listing. It's spelled right. That's weird. Why is it spelled differently on the search versus the actual store page, huh? That's weird. But okay. So it might not be possible for me to pick up a physical copy over the weekend, and that's going to be a little bit of a problem. Because if I can't get it over the weekend, I'm probably not going to be getting it during the week. And if I don't get it before next Thursday, I'm not going to be able to stream it because I told myself I want to get it physically this time, unlike Scarlet and Violet. This could be an issue. This could be an issue. I, a while back, got a Steelbox Day 1 edition of Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance some unknown time after its release. Because I bought it on a whim since I enjoyed spin-off. Did you get it from, like GameStop or Walmart, or was it like an online eBay listing or something? Because, like, if you're surprised by that then I'm willing to bet it maybe had leftover stock, but, like, even then, like, some unknown time? Like, we're talking, like, weeks or months in the future? You're telling me no one got... Their stock didn't run out? GameStop, okay. You're telling me not enough people got the game where you are that they still had stock of the pre-order bonus? Or like the Steelbox Day 1 edition? That's weird. Just walked in and it was just there. Huh. Well, I have a GameStop where I used to live, but I don't live there anymore. I don't have a GameStop here I can check if Walmart fails. So, could be a problem. And I'm looking at the low stock is the Switch 1 version. And a lot of people are wanting it in their carts. So people definitely want this game. Not surprising. It's Pokemon. The Switch 2 version's even low stock on here too. That's crazy. I love the sponsored things on here. Where like you type in a game and you look at the things. Here's The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Golden Shell Games cartridge for N64 console US for $18. I'm searching for Pokemon Legends ZA pretty explicitly. Why is this here? It's actually on vacation in Minnesota. Okay. So you just happen to come across it while in Minnesota. That's kind of what happened. Like, not exactly, mind you. In my case, I went to a bunch of thrift stores and flea markets while I was on vacation last week. And I found some real oddities. I definitely talked about it more in last stream. And I told myself I was going to check it out immediately after stream, and I forgot, like a fool. I got this DVD game. It was $1 at a flea market, and it doesn't come with the cards it's supposed to, but I'm hoping they're just scorecards. It's a game called 1 versus 100. So 1 versus 100, like, it's I guess kind of like a battle royale trivia game, I suppose. Whoop! I dropped the case. I started the game. I dropped the case for the DVD game on my controller and it hit the A button. Sometimes Butterfingers can lead to actual hilarity instead of completely screwing everything up. Yay! So yeah, 1 versus 100 is like a sort of battle royale type thing where you versus like the mob is 100 supposed players, but it's a DVD game, so it's all done by the DVD player. Where you try to answer questions, and as you answer more correctly, and they mess up more and more of them like drop out. And your goal is to get enough questions right to where you beat all of the mob, and you get number 1 battle royale. Number 1 victory royale. But it's a DVD game, so I'm expecting to be fairly limited in that regard. And also, apparently, first off, it supports 1 to 7 players, which is a very strange number, because, like, A, it's a DVD game. You usually don't see player counts too often on those. B, with games, it either goes 1 to 4, 2 to 4, or like 1 to 8, maybe. Not 7. Why 7? Why is that the max player count? That is incredibly strange. Another good reason why I should be... Another good reason why I should plot this in a DVD player and just check this. It's been so long since I heard that song reference. Well... But the big thing I also want to mention here is that it's hosted by Bob Saget. And I brought this up in Wanye's chat yesterday when he was streaming Ratatouille for PS3. And I'm like, here's this weird DVD game I found at a flea market. It's hosted by Bob Saget, and he was not familiar with the name. So he thought the name was Bob Saget. He thought it was French. And this whole chat was just like dude, it's Saget. How do you not know this? I can't blame him. He's from the Netherlands. Bob Saget's more of an American thing. He's more well-known in America, so it makes sense. But, like, that's kind of funny. I'm probably gonna think about that more than anything else that Bob Saget's ever done. I think it was in Full House. I think that's where I know him from. Because Mom is absolutely obsessed with like, sitcoms from that era. So I've seen quite a few episodes of Full House. Especially just taping things from like VHS recordings on the DVD. We have a lot of like home recordings and such. So I've watched a fair share of Full House. So like, I know him from that, but never in my days would I think he'd be hosting anything equivalent to a game show. So for real, I'm probably gonna pop this in my DVD player once I'm done with stream tonight. I will not forget this time, because I'm telling myself this right as stream's ending, instead of like 30 minutes in while I'm focusing on Dunsparce. It's a very different scenario, it's a very different context. Well, I guess you're right. Okay, looking back in chat. I guess you're right that I could get the Switch 2 edition, and it would still work on the Switch 1, because the cartridge would still fit, and it still has the Switch 1 version in there, because the Switch 2 edition is the Switch 1 game with the upgrade pack in it. But A, if I get the Switch 1 version separate, I can save $10 and then just get the upgrade pack later. And B, that's also in low stock. So that might not be a guarantee either. So, whoa. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But, I'll do my best to get Legend ZA for next week, and if I fail, I have no backup plan, and I can maybe do a day of Dunsparce, but that still leaves another day, and then I could check again the following weekend. All the early adopters will have gotten the game, I guess. I have seen, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to work to get the Mega Stones for the Kalos starters, because they've said on their listings, you gotta get to rank K on online, and it's just like in the main game where it's like a Z to A ranking, so you gotta get pretty high up in there, and people have had the game for a while. The fact that some people got it like immediately because they got the game, they play it like night of, and then the fact that it leaked and people were playing it like 3 days early. Like, some people have already beaten the game, maxed out their Pokemon. It's insane. Like, if stuff like Pokemon Go and TCG Pocket have taught me anything, actually doing online PvP stuff is a nightmare. I absolutely loathe it with my entire being. At least with the 7-star Terra raids. Except for the version exclusive stuff, you can just do that on your own without help. I can't do that here. I have to get a team that does well enough to where I can beat online teams. And the season ends November 5th. So if I get the game this weekend, I first start playing it next Thursday. I have 4 streams, and that last one has to be when I get it. So that means like 12 hours of gameplay, roughly. I just have to hope that's enough. You know? I'm not looking forward to it. It's the one thing I'm iffy on. The rest of the game seems fun, though. With that, we'll see what happens next week. If I get the game, I'll play the game. If I don't get the game, you'll see me kind of just all defeated, just going back to Dunsparce and being all sad again. I had the thumbnail where it's Squidward looking out his window. It was like, everyone playing Pokemon Legends, yay. Me hunting for 3 segmented unsparse. I already used that joke. I can't do that again, and I don't want to do a second version of that. So like, I don't know. I'm just gonna hope I can get the game over the weekend. There's no major snafus, and everything's gonna be fine. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So, maybe just slightly longer streams of this game. Well, I was already thinking about doing that to begin with. I was thinking about at least aiming for 3 hours per stream. Because, like, there have been plenty of times where I play games and it runs long anyway. Because, like, the finale of Mario and Luigi Brothership, I wanted to finish that up in that stream. I ran for an extra 2 hours. Sonic Frontiers, I think it was a similar situation. One stream went for 6 straight hours, I think, at one point. And I think there have been Pokemon streams in the past where I have gone for that long or longer. And I'm not just talking about ones where I want to do more Dunsparce stuff. So, that 12-hour estimate is me assuming, bare minimum, 3 hours of stream. And I think the season ends on the 5th, so that means it would be before the 3rd week. And if I didn't get the game immediately, that means I'm down a week in already. So I have 4 streams instead of 6. So, you know, I'm a bit pressed for time. I guess we'll just have to see how well I do. First stream is probably going to be about as much as I saw when my friend of mine, when I watched my friend of mine. So, first 3 hours, first stream, pretty much that. The second stream is where I'm going to start seeing a bunch more new stuff. My starter's probably going to be in the level 20 range by then. Maybe. I might have a somewhat okay team, because I know you're able to get a Heracross fairly early. There's like a trade to give a Pikachu for a Heracross fairly early. And Heracross is pretty good to my knowledge. So, now granted, I don't know where the Mega Stone is for it. If I could Mega Evolve it, that'd be pretty good, but even then I'd probably, well, I probably won't have, by the time the second stream ends, I probably won't have the levels to have my starter up there. Maybe by the end of the second week, I'll probably have a fully evolved starter. And those can definitely Mega Evolve. I don't see why they wouldn't. I'm already trying to plan out how the hell I'm supposed to make it to rank K just with playing the game on stream. If it gets to a point where I'm super pressed for time and there's just not much time left to get it, I'm tempted to, like, record me trying online stuff. Like, after the 4th stream, if I don't succeed by then. And then I can make a video about it before the next stream. Because I actually have space on my laptop again. Because I'm pretty much done uploading Mario Kart Tour stuff. That's all done. My backlog is gone. And I told myself, it's just repeating. The only new content we've had is a couple of new carts. And I've already recorded little summaries about those. I'm gonna do like one video as like a finale showing off everything that's changed in the past year for that. And now I have like 30 or 40 gigabytes on this laptop, so I can record shit fairly effectively now. So... so yeah. Can I state the first letter of probably my favorite Mega from this? Okay. Go ahead. Oh, and, a friend of mine also looked at the Terra leak, that showed all of the Megas for the base game. Not the new one that has stuff on the DLC that just came out. But, yes. Okay. But I also did show him the bingo card. I think I still have that here. Do I? No, that's an old direct bingo. That's the direct bingo from last time. Here we go. I showed him this. I asked him, like, how many would you say, based on the Terra leak that I got? And he's like, I think he told me that I got 4 of them. And they were very spread out. But again, this is before the DLC stuff. So, there could be stuff in the DLC, which I think was a day 1 thing. Lol, wrong bingo, yeah. But some of these could have megas with the DLC, which I'm not even gonna touch until I beat the base game. Because, like, Indigo Disc and Teal Mask came out, like, a year after the base version of Gen 9. So I was done with the base game before I put the DLC. I think the same thing should be true for this. Play the base game, then consider the DLC. Probably not right away. Same numbers I told you. You said 3.5, I think. So that probably means that my guess of the and half being the floette at square is probably correct. But yeah. The base game, it seems that I'm not gonna get a bingo based on what he said, but things could have changed between that leak and the game finally coming out. You never know. But even then, this will also still carry over to the DLC, so bingo chance could still happen. You never know. You never know. Well, won't you look at that? I successfully stalled for like half an hour. Good job, me. I'm good at this. I'm good at streaming. Well, with that's Kirby's Dream Land. Half an hour ago. That's gonna be it from me for this week. Next week, fingers crossed, Pokemon Legends DA. For when you made the bingo, 3.5 when you sent them during a stream. Were you not here when I showed you the bingo card? I've showed that bingo card on stream a few times. How did I get another half? That's weird. Shenanigans. But seriously, that's gonna be it from me for the stream. My Switch wants to go to bed. And I think I'm gonna let it. Kirby was fun, though. Kirby was fun. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Supposedly, fingers crossed, for Legends DA. If everything works out well. If it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I'm sure I'll figure something out. That's just gonna be it. I'm gonna go. So,